back. It's been a hot minute. My name is Robin. Welcome if you're new to my channel. If you have visited me before, welcome back. It has been a really long time, so I'm just gonna get right on into it. Otherwise, we'll be here for a really long time. This will be a really long video. I have a lot to show you. I have a few finishes, several whips, a few new starts, and a whole lot of haul. I'll put the haul at the end of the video so that if you're not interested in haul, you can just skedaddle and we'll say, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Before I really get started though, I do want to give a shout out, or not really a shout out, thank some people for shout outs that they have given me since my last video. And if I'm missing someone, please let me know. I do want to definitely give everybody a thank you who has shouted me out. First up is Michelle Cozy Egg. I have known Michelle for years online, and we have met in person, and she is just the loveliest, kindest, gentlest, most empathetic person I think I've ever met in my entire life. She is a wonderful person. I really, Michelle, thank you so much for shouting me out, and thank you for being my friend all these years. We met way back in the blogging days and have just stayed in touch. Facebook and now Instagram, and then, you know, like I said, we got together one time. She traveled for work and was in my area, so I was able to meet her. So thanks, Michelle. You know I love you. Next up, Emily C. Everybody knows Emily. She is also amazing. Thank you so much for shouting me out, Emily. I really have appreciated getting to know you, and your stitching videos never fail to inspire. Next is Caitlin, A Stitch for Mom. I'm sorry, I think I didn't say Emily, just in case you don't know. Her handle on Instagram and on, I think on YouTube also, is Eclectic Possessions. Okay. Next up is Caitlin, A Stitch for Mom. Thank you so much, Caitlin. I love your videos, so I really appreciated the shout out. And then last is Jen, Felicity Stitches. Jen, you are awesome. I love watching you stitch. I love watching your videos. I've loved getting to know you. Jen and I have had some great conversations. She's been a really great source of support for me, and she is awesome. And if you haven't already, you should go check her out. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna try to be pretty quick with this. So I'm sorry if it feels like I'm speeding through it. It's just, it really will be a really long video if I don't. Okay, so first up, we have, I'm gonna do my finishes. The first finish is this freebie from Needlework Press. You know, there's a lot of them, and there's several that I will stitch at some point as well. You know, this won't be the only one that I stitch, but I just loved this one so much. I loved that basket of flowers, just so beautiful. And I really love, you know, the whole Be Well thing was great. But I especially love the sentiment they added at the bottom, refuse to wilt. I firmly believe in that for myself. And so it just really spoke to me. Not only is it gorgeous, but it's motto worthy. And another one that I finished is this, I think it's called Bluebird. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's called Bluebird from Blackbird Designs. And I changed up a little bit. I added, these are my daughter and my son and my husband's initials. And I stitched this, I believe it's in uniform blue, Gentle Arts uniform blue on 40 count, 1/2. I think the colors are showing up pretty fair. And then the last thing I finished is my son's birth sampler. Let me try to not show you I'm not sure how that's gonna work. We'll give this a shot. So this is Blackbird Designs Sailing Home, and this is the companion piece to their girl version which is called Special Delivery. And I did the girl version for my daughter, and so I'm glad that this was still available and I was able to stitch it for my son. I may try to find a way to redo the sails on those ships. They are barely visible. So I may end up pulling those out before I take it to get it framed and restitching them, like maybe like a really light gray. In fact, actually, now I think about it, that probably is what I'll end up doing. You know, I could just let it sit, but it might be the sort of thing that would drive me insane every time I looked at it, and so probably best not to just leave it as is. Okay. Now onto whips. This one this was my birthday start this year. This is Unicorn, Peacock, Unicorn, and Badger by Scarlet Letter. I really love this. I saw someone posted this. I'm not sure if they posted a picture of it finished or just as a whip on the Cruel Goblin Instagram, and I decided that instead of stitching that solid background, I would cheat and do what this woman did and stitch it on like a nice charcoal gray piece of fabric. And so I started it. I'm so sorry. I'm really... Let me try and fold this a little better here. Hold on. This is a huge piece of fabric, so handling it is a little bit of a challenge. Okay. So I started it. This is the top left corner. I'm not super duper pleased with the coverage. This is a 36 count Dames of the Needle old top hat or old hat. I think it's old top hat. And I really do love it. It's really, really beautiful. It's really soft. I'm pretty sure it says Weigart base. Yeah, there's the orange thread in the selvage. But it's just, I don't know. It's just maybe not quite enough coverage for me. So what I might do is ditch it before I'm too far along. That's kind of why I put it aside, is because I wasn't super duper happy with the coverage. I wasn't sure I was going to want to keep going. So what I might do is buy a piece of 40 count, because I know the coverage will be better. I know I'll be happier with the coverage. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. It's better to be happy with what you're working on, right? Rather than just trying to power through and suffer, especially with a $30 chart and a gigantic piece of fabric that also costs a lot of money. I mean, you want to like it, right? You want to actually like it enough to want to finish it. Anyway, that is one. So that was a new start. Another new start was from the Blackbird Designs book, Ooh La La. Is that right? Yes, from the Ooh La La book. And it's the red sampler. I am following the law for once in my life. And I'm using, what am I using? I want to say I'm using Schoolhouse Red, but to be honest, oh, here it is. I thought I lost the thread. I was going to panic because I'm not sure I actually wrote it down. Yeah, Gel Arts Schoolhouse Red. That's what I'm using. And I'm almost out, but I did manage to order and get my hands on some more. So I'm actually pretty close on this. I don't have a whole lot of work left to do on this. I just really, really love this. I love that font. This red, I'm trying to get it to show up. I don't know. The lighting in here is not great. It's nighttime. I'm doing what I can with what I've got. Sorry, it's not gonna be perfect. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty close. I mean, it's a bright-ish red, but it's not crazy, you know. So I love that. I'll get back to that probably pretty soon. I'd like to finish that this year. And like I said, I'm pretty close to done with it. I think maybe a week or two of stitching would finished me out on that. Before I go, actually, let me show you a piece of my stash. So I bought this bag. I bought 2 bags from an 805 Stitcher, and this is one of them. I'll show you the other one later. I also have a project in that. And they're really nice. I love this. This is I believe this is a Tula Pink fabric. It comes with this nice little label on it. And she was so kind. She sent me a matching needle minder in the bag. In this bag and in the other bag that I'll show you. They're very nice, really well made. Love it. Can never have too many project bags, right? Okay, let me just get this put back in. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a huge mess, and that would drive me crazy. And it's a short drive, so let's there we go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Here's the second bag I bought from the 805 Stitcher. This is the one that I saw. I can't remember who I saw had this, and I love to read, and so I kind of just, I had to have it. She sent me a really nice, oh, you know what? This is another finish. Whoops. She also sent me a matching needle minder to go with this bag. So if you're in the market for project bags, she chooses some really great fabric combinations. I don't think that I've seen anything in her Etsy shop that I wasn't like, oh yeah, I would totally choose that if I was going and choosing for myself. Anyway, this is another finish. This is from the Stranded Jacks booklet from Plum Street Samplers. I really like that. It's a good thing that that sale is there. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't really be able to see this pumpkin guy. But I really love that. I don't know if you can, let me see. Let me try. I don't know. I love the softness of this burgundy and the orange and the way they just sort of blend together. Like, they are deep colors, and they're vivid, deep colors, but they're not, I don't know, somehow they're still really soft, and I just really like it. So I'm hoping to get at least one more of those done before Halloween this year. Another one, I did make some more progress on Isabella Johnstone. I'm sorry, I still don't have a color picture for her. But this is where I am. Still haven't made it down to the cow, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I love her so much. This is definitely on my, immediate finish this year radar. I think I only have one more whip. Is that right? Oh no, I have 2 more. This is actually a new start recently. I don't know. Nicola, this is the Maria Eliza Macmillan, I think is the name of it. Yeah, Mary Eliza Macmillan by Hands Across the Sea. And what I did was I pulled the recommended DMC, and I looked at the picture of, Nicola posted a picture of all of the silk spools laid out together, and I matched threads in my stash to that picture, and then some to the pulled the recommended DMC to, sort of help me along. That said, my selections were not perfect. I already respected designers anyway, but there have been a couple times recently I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot even, this color selection, it's hard. It is not easy because a lot of times it doesn't look the same on the fabric when you actually start stitching with it as it might when you lay a skein of floss on the fabric. And I know they say, lay a single strand or 2 strands, however many you're stitching with on the fabric, and that's what it'll really look like. And I don't know. The designer people have a gift. I bow down to that gift because I don't have it. So this entailed a lot of changing. I changed the color, that Kelly green color that the tree is. I'm very happy with it now. I changed the purple, I changed the red, I changed the blue that's this blue. in this dog. I don't know if you can even actually tell that that's blue. But I changed that. I changed a lot of stuff. And unfortunately, you know, it kind of burned me out on it. I really love this, and I love that she put that commemorative phrase down at the bottom, and I will still stitch it, even though I probably, you know, my state is almost completely out of lockdown. I actually haven't been really keeping track of it. But I'm pretty sure we're like in phase 2 or we might even be in phase 3 of our, you know, going back to normal thing. But, you know, I'm still going to stitch that commemorative phrase that she put on there, that she charted, just because I love it. And I don't really care. It's just what I'm going to do. So, that'll be coming out again soon. I think okay, I've got one more whip, and this is it. This is Hands-On Design, Boo Chockful. And both of my guys, I actually just took this out of my stand, so I'm leaving it in the Q-snap. Both of my boys decided that they think that pumpkins should only be orange. So I have 3 different colors orange that I'm doing. And this is on a piece of hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie in slate. It's the called for. I'm not sure how easy it is to get a piece of dark slate right now. I haven't been following whether... She was having some problems with... there we go. She was having some problems with dye lots and getting the dye to... that's not working. That's pretty close. So, I don't know if she ever figured that out. This is the called for orange pumpkin harvest. Let me see. I don't have it. Oh, let's see. Terracotta is the dark one, and down here at the bottom. And then the medium one is Copper Penny. I think it's Classic Colorworks, I'm not sure. So Copper Penny. So Pumpkin Harvest, Copper Penny, and Terracotta. I really like that. You know, my eyes are getting old. I really, really need a, you know, I have a, this thing that I put on my stand, and I use it all the time, but very definitely I have to use it for this. Oops, sorry. I had it clipped to this janky setup I've got going for my lighting, for my camera. Give me a little more light. Hold on. One moment, please. There we go. Okay. So that's all my whips. That's all the finishes. Not a ton, but you know, pretty good. Actually, I actually am really happy with the amount of stuff that I've gotten done. I have a few things that are sort of hovering in the back of my mind to get back to soon, but I don't know when that'll be. So let me put this aside. This is now just gonna be a haul video from here on out. And I need to say a little something before we start this. If you're not interested in a haul, that's totally fine. I'm not offended in any way, shape, or form. So if you are departing now, thank you for watching. I hope you got some inspiration, and hope you'll come back next time. If you're gonna keep watching, I feel like I need to defend myself in advance. I was really sick, like really, really sick, and it's taken me a really, really long time to recover. I'm still recovering. So I was stuck in a room because we were worried, you know, we were worried about what everybody was worried about, that I was sick with the Rona. And so I was in a room by myself, and things happened, okay? All I did was watch Flosstube, and that was all I did. And so I bought a lot of things because of all of your videos. And so really this is all your fault. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm sorry. Okay. So the first thing this is actually being laid directly at Jen Felicity Stitch's door. I bought a whole lot of stuff for wool applique because of her video about wool applique. And then watching her video where she picked up some things for wool applique led me down a rabbit hole for an entire day. If I was awake, I was watching videos about wool applique. Like, literally, I'm not even kidding. So I ordered a bunch of stuff. I ordered these special scissors. I think that supposedly they have like micro serrations on the edge, so they're supposed to be better for cutting wool, getting like a more precise cut. I bought Heat and Bond, super exciting. I bought this fusing mat, which I don't even remember how you're supposed to use this anymore. You know, whatevs, I'll use it. I bought a light box so that I could trace onto wool. And I did buy one kit. There's a local shop near me, Primitive Homespuns, and they sell punch needle and rug hooking stuff and wool applique stuff and some cross stitch stuff, and they are just delightful. They are so kind. Oh, look at this. I didn't even notice. They gave me this little fob. Isn't that nice? Let's see. It's got a heart with like filigree pattern on it, and then this little, not sure what that is actually. Is it supposed to be a I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. I don't have my readers on, so I can't really tell. But they sent this along with my order. Anyway, if you ever go to Frederick, Maryland, this is the shop. And it's a really pretty shop, and the people there are so nice. I love going in there. And every time I go in there, I see this. There's a whole series by this designer, and I really, really, really love this. I don't know, maybe this is super hard, and I shouldn't have picked this for my first one. But, you know, whatever. Go big or go home, right? So it's actually, I didn't realize this until I got the kit. It actually is on linen. And so I got the kit, and it came with, you know, the linen. It's black linen, and then all these little squares, and then the pattern and the pieces are in this part. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I don't know when I will get, you know, my space cleared for my sewing stuff and from my stitching stuff to work on it, but I now have it, and I will do it at some point. Okay, now we have stitching stash. I'm sorry, I'm gonna move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, I bought a lot of stuff. I bought a lot of charts. So, and I bought a lot of fabric. All right. First thing, actually, this is actually the most recent thing that came. I ordered the Charlotte Clayton sampler from Traditional Stitches. I have eyeballed this so many times, and I can't remember. I think I saw Nicole's finished one on one of her videos, and I think somebody else gosh, I can't get it out of this package, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'll bend the pages and really rip it up. But if you haven't seen this, it's amazing. I love these huge cats. That is, without a doubt, my favorite part of it, and pretty much the reason I bought it. No, I mean, it's got a lot of other really great motifs also, but I do very definitely love the cats the most. Then I ordered a bunch of stuff from Kathy Barrick from her Etsy shop. She, Laura from Brenda and the Serial Starter, posted that she had these amazing, and then Laura's handle on Instagram is Modern Mozart, all one word, no spaces, no underscore. Posted that Kathy had come out with these great labels for the backs of your framed stitching pieces. So I immediately went there and ordered those, and then I also ordered some charts. This is little French samplers. I love those, they're so tiny and cute. And then I ordered the 2 moths, HL's moth and BR's moth. I always liked the HL's moth, but I was like, yeah, I don't know, will I ever actually stitch that? And then once she came out with BR's moth, and it can be a set, I was like, oh yeah, I'll stitch them and I'll hang them up as a set in my house. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, these are very slippery. They're all in plastic. I didn't buy this. I didn't ask this friend if I could say her name, that she got it for me or gave it to me. So I'm not gonna say her name, but you know who you are, and you know I love you, and I know everybody knows that you're awesome. That's all I'll say. But she's amazing. Find comfort. I love this, especially at this time for everybody. That's so appropriate. Okay, the next thing was this kit. I kept hoping that just the chart would show up because I'm cheap, but it never did. And I started noticing that the kit was getting pretty hard to find, and so I went and I ordered it. My heart, I think a lot of these you've seen, so I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on them, but one of the new Blackbird designs, My Heart Can Rest. And then Hello from Liz Matthews, the grain sack sampler. Really love that. This one is Queenstown Sampler Designs, Hannah Peniston, 1830. I love this one too. I have to say, I'll have to pull the threads and see what it looks like, but this picture on the cover of the chart looks a lot, well, it doesn't there. Let's see if I can get it to, yeah, the cover on the chart, the picture on the chart looks a lot brighter than any of the other representations I've seen, so we'll have to pull the colors and the actual threads and see. And then this is just a Plum Street that's been on my list for forever, Salem Sisters 2. I'm not sure if that's going to show it in mirror or if you'll actually be able to read that, but. And then I did buy a few Blackbird books that I had kind of been holding off on because I wasn't really sure if I really wanted them. But I decided now is the time. This is The Gift is Small, Sisters, and honestly, I think I wasn't super sure about this one until I saw Linda Jo showed it in one of her videos. I'm pretty sure that's who showed it. And then All Joys for Thine, one of the new Blackbird designs. And then I got the Spring Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. There's a bunch of stitching in here that I really can't wait to do, but there's also, my favorite punch needle, I think, is Michelle Palmer. I don't know, she is just so gifted, and I especially love that she charts her stuff with DMC. Like, it's not Valdani, it's not, Gentle Arts, it's nothing that's expensive. So, I already spend a fortune on my cross stitching, and I need another expensive hobby like I need another hole in my head. I mean, for real. So I appreciate that she uses DMC and that her stuff is just amazing. She is so talented. If you have a chance, you should really go and look at her Etsy shop. I think it's just Michelle Palmer. It might be Michelle Palmer Designs, but she's amazing. And then recently I wanted to snag a whole bunch of hands-on design that has been on my wish list forever on 1-2-3 Stitch. And so there's Cranberry. I'm just going to go really quickly through these. It's Cranberry Christmas. This is the new Santa series. I love these. I didn't get them all right away, but I got some of them. I love this guy so much. And then these are the, can't can't remember what the name of this series is, but they all have this. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with these aqua-y, turquoise-y kind of colors, or if I'm gonna use Priscilla's red conversion. I'm torn. I really love this, but then I saw Priscilla's conversion and I really love that too. So I guess we'll just have to see what kind of mood I'm in on the day I start it. And then these are her chalkboard ornaments. There's several that are like three in a pack. Sorry, I don't want to spend a ton of time. And then this is Wreath House. I didn't realize, I'll have to open this up. I actually haven't all the way opened up this chart, but it sounds like all of these come, all of these buildings come in this single thing, and it was only, I think it was only $8. It was just like priced like a regular single chart. And then Tree of Life samplings. I've always loved this little guy. He's just so cute, and he seems very patriotic to me. It's, you know, red and blue, I guess, makes it that way. I especially wanted to get some from them right now. Just, you know, it's always good to support your designers, especially when you know that, you know, they're not just talented designers, they're great people, and, you know, they do a lot of hard work, and yes, we pay for the stuff that we get from them, but they deserve support. I also did get the thread pack, the Sulky, for that Cranberry Christmas from Hands On Design. So that'll be the first time I've used any of this Sulky stuff. I'm looking forward to it. And then it was Jen Quirks and Stitches. I'm pretty sure that's where I saw this last year. Wicked Witch. I love this. That should be a pretty fast Halloween stitch. We're about 32 minutes, not too bad. Let's see. For my birthday, my family got me this pack of Sulky to try some things with. So I think I'm gonna use this red. I'm gonna do one of those little Kathy Barrick red samplers with that. I'll probably do one of them as a blue sampler, maybe with this. I think that's my initial plans for these, to try that out. So now we're gonna go on. I did get a bunch of fabric. I got a lot of fabric. This is a Lakeside Linens that I had actually never heard of. It's called Vintage Overcast. It's a pretty grayish taupe color. This is picking it up okay. Not great, but yeah, the lighting in here isn't great tonight. Sorry, guys. But it's just really neutral, really nice. I really love it. You know, it's Lakeside. You kind of can't go wrong with them. And it's 40 count. This one came from Traditional Stitches. Came at the same time as my Charlotte Clayton came. And then I have to be honest, I'm not sure where I ordered all this fabric from. It might have been Kitten Stitcher. It might have been, oh no, you know what? That's not true. I placed an order with my LNS, the Stitching Post in Baltimore. So this is a piece of 40 count Oaken. And so I would recommend, if you're having a hard time finding fabric, fabric or threads, call your LNS. They might have stuff. This is 40 count Weeks beige on the News of Weigart base, and Lord, look at how beautiful that is. It's gorgeous. It feels amazing too. And then a piece of 40 count Weeks parchment, also on this Weigart base. And then this one came from 123 Stitch. I think the rest of these did. Yeah, this is, I just kind of wanted to see what this color looked like. That's pretty good. That's pretty close to what it actually is. Woodland, just Zweigart. And then this is 40 count Picture This Plus Tyco. It's kind of a nice, it is a little yellowy. It's showing up a little more yellow there than it really is in real life, I think. But I had been interested to see what that actually looked like for a while. I was thinking about using it for my, you know, the birds of the feather, the seasonal girls. I don't think I'm going to use it. I will use it, but I don't think I'm going to use it for that. There's another one that they have that I'm going to check out next for them. And then this is a piece of Lakeside Linens Vintage Straw Flower 40 count. Did I already say Lakeside Linens? And then this is another really big piece of 40 count ale from Picture This Plus. So that is all the fabric. I think that might be it. So that actually didn't take very long. I hope I wasn't speed talking. Thank you guys for watching. I'm a little bit of a hot mess. I kind of, you know, been trying to find time during the day, but with everybody home, it just wasn't really gonna happen. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, I ordered some threads from my LNS and from 123 Stitch for some projects that I'm thinking about starting in the near term. Anyway, so that's that. You know, like I said, I'm a little bit of a hot mess. I'm all sticky and shiny. No, I'm glowing. It's been very humid today. My hair's all frizzy. Makeup's almost all worn off, but you know, whatever. If I didn't do it now, it was probably gonna be another month, and this video would have been 2 hours long, and that would just be way too long. Nobody has time to sit through that. You know, not for me anyway. I know there's a lot of people that make these really long videos, and I really do enjoy them. They're fantastic, but I think they're way better. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully it won't be so long before next time. And stay healthy, stay safe, and happy stitching. Bye, guys.